Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Beyond Academics. This is the very first video on this channel, so do subscribe to my channel. To save your valuable time, first of all, I would like to talk about the learnings that you can expect from this channel, followed by contents of the video. As the name suggests, objective of the channel is to talk about various topics which are usually not taught into our academics, or say topics which should be taught to everyone but then taught only in specific streams. Say for example, basic finance education should be taught to everyone in our academics, but in actual only students who choose commerce will have exposure to this.
Another example we can have is basic information about the business, which in our academics taught to BBA or MBA students only, which I feel is important for everyone.
Like this, there are many other things, and having knowledge or say information about those things will definitely help in various ways. The first playlist I will have under this channel is basic finance education for everyone. So today's video is part of this playlist. This video is very important for each individual holding a saving account in any bank. In this video, I will talk about two very important points. Knowing these things will definitely help you to manage your hard-earned money kept in the bank. So here are the contents of this video. Basically, our discussion will be based on two questions. First, why exactly you need to think about the safety of your own money kept in the safest place like bank. And then second question we will discuss is how to protect your hard-earned money kept in the bank. So let's start our discussion with first question. In view of past happenings with Yes Bank, PMC Bank, or say Shivaji Rao Bhosle Sahakari Bank, it is very important for all of us to know about the safety of our own money kept in the safest place like bank. Now, if you don't have any idea about the happenings that I'm talking about, simple Google search will help you. Just for a quick review, I would like to share recent news published in the Economic Times on 26 August 2020. Few points I will read out. The headline is as PMC Bank case drags on, depositors reduced to surviving on borrowing charity. Next thing you can see is one person was having savings of 25 lakh in PMC Bank, but then because of the fraud in the bank, RBI has imposed restrictions on withdrawal from saving account. So even in medical emergency, that person could not withdraw more than 50,000 initially, and now the capping is 1 lakh per depositor. See, he had no access to his own money. In September 2019, this withdrawal limit was 1000 rupees only, and then gradually changed to 10,000, then to 25,000, then to 40,000, and then to 50,000, and now it is 1 lakh per depositor. And on 4th September 2020, RBI said withdrawal limit cannot be increased beyond 1 lakh due to lack of liquidity. Same restrictions were there for Yes Bank depositors as well. Fortunately, as of now, their money is totally safe and no restrictions on withdrawal. But depositors of PMC Bank are still in hope of something good. If you want, you can read this news in detail. I will put up the link in the description of this video. And now, if you are thinking that this happens with banks like Yes Bank or PMC Bank, remember Yes Bank was among the top private banks in the country, and PMC Bank is a 35-year-old bank having 137 branches across 6 to 7 states and has won Best Bank Award in the category of rupees 2000 crore and above deposit. So I hope this much information is enough for now. to think about the safety of our own money in the bank. In fact, I want to talk more on the second point of today's video, how we can protect our hard-earned money kept in the bank. In India, we have DICGC, Deposit Insurance and Credit Guarantee Corporation, a wholly owned subsidiary of Reserve Bank of India. The deposits of the bank are insured with DICGC, and in case of liquidation of the bank, DICGC is liable to pay each of the depositors through the liquidator. Now here liquidation of the bank is nothing but selling of the assets of the bank to pay the liabilities. The insurance coverage was rupees 1 lakh only from 1993 till February 2020. And on 4th Feb 2020, DICGC has revised the insurance coverage for depositors in all insured bank from 1 lakh to 5 lakh. Now, for the bank which is already deregistered and whose license has been cancelled before 4th February 2020 by the RBI, the insurance coverage for the deposits would be 1 lakh rupees only. To verify this information, if you want to check out the official notification from DICGC dated 4th February 2020, I have shared the link in the description of this video. Now, important point over here is your bank should be registered with DICGC for the insurance cover. If it is registered, then and then only the depositors of that bank are insured up to 5 lakh rupees. This is exactly similar to any insurance we buy. We are protected only if we have taken the insurance and we are regularly paying the premiums, otherwise not. In this case, your bank has taken the insurance from DICGC and bank will pay the premium for this insurance. Now to know whether your bank is insured by the DICGC or not, check out the list published on the DICGC website or ask your branch manager. So now from this information, you know amount up to 5 lakh rupees is insured or safe if you hold a deposit in insured bank. Remember, even if you hold deposits of amount more than rupees 5 lakh, only 5 lakh is insured. Here, deposits meaning including your interest plus principal in saving deposit plus current deposit plus fixed deposit plus recurring deposit in the same bank. Remember, this is including your fixed deposit. Even if you hold more than 5 lakh distributed in different branches of the same bank, only 5 lakh is insured. And if you hold amount in different bank, each insured bank will have insurance coverage up to a maximum of 5 lakh rupees. Keeping deposits in different bank is one way of getting maximum insurance coverage for our bank deposit. Say for easy access, if you do not want to keep your deposit in different bank, you have a few more ways to get maximum insurance coverage for your bank deposit. Option 1, through joint account by having different order of account holders. For simple illustration of this point, I have taken a table from a DICGC website. Here, as you can see in account 1 and account 6, account holders are same A and B with same order but with different type of account. Here it is saving or current and here it is recurring or fixed deposit. In this case, both the accounts are clubbed together and maximum insured amount will be up to 5 lakh rupees. Now account 3 is of same account holders A and B but with different order. Here primary account holder is B. So this account will have separate insurance up to 5 lakh rupees. Now if you see account 4 and account 7, account holders are same ABC, ABC in the same order. but having account at different branch. This is at branch X and this is at branch Y. Again, in this case, both the accounts clubbed together for insurance cover and maximum insured amount will be up to 5 lakh rupees. Now, if here account holders are in different order as in account 5 BCA, they will have separate insurance cover up to 5 lakh rupees. Likewise, you can go through other cases with your own pace. Now let's talk about option 2 to avail maximum insurance coverage. Option 2 is by having separate deposit account in different capacity. For example, having an account in the name of a minor member of your family and you can be the guardian of that account. Another example, you can have a separate account as a partner of a firm or director of a company or say trustee of a trust. Accordingly, such a deposit accounts will also enjoy the insurance cover up to rupees 5 lakh separately. Each option will add another insurance cover up to rupees 5 lakh. Now, in case if you own a shop, say grocery or pharmacy or any retail shop, where you are a sole proprietor and hold a separate deposit account for your business purpose. Deposits in this account will be aggregated and insurance coverage is available up to 5 lakh rupees. So no separate insurance coverage in this case. So to conclude, I will say for protection of your own money, diversification is the best solution. Either diversify your deposits in different banks or in joint accounts, and best way to diversify is in different investment options. In my coming videos, I will talk about various investment options, keeping in mind the risk associated, returns expectation, and taxation. Until then, subscribe to my channel Beyond Academics, like this video, share it with your contacts, and press the bell icon to get regular updates of the upcoming videos. Thank you for